Real Madrid and Barcelona's salaries have been capped by Laliga as part of severe budgetary restrictions. Barcelona's budget was drastically reduced last season as a result of their financial struggles, but the constraints have been relaxed in their favor for the upcoming campaign. Barcelona received a €560 million increase over the salary budget from the previous season when Laliga revealed their new pay caps for the 2022-23 season. Executives continue to trim expenditures and sell off assets to balance the books as the Catalan club continues to struggle financially. This has allowed them to stay out of the red. As part of their strategy, they agreed to sell a third party 25% of their La Liga TV revenue for the next 25 years, and they were compelled to hold off on signing some of their new summer additions until they had generated money by selling other players from the team. Despite their financial struggles, La Liga officials appear to believe Barcelona is back on the right road because they have given them permission to operate with a pay budget of €656.5 million for the upcoming season, a significant rise from the amount of €97 million from the previous campaign, via Athletic. Real Madrid's budget has been reduced by more than €55 million, from €739 million to €683.4 million, despite the fact that they won an impressive treble last season, including the Champions League. On the other extreme, only 50% of the clubs in the division have budgets of at least €50 million. Budgets for those vying for the top of the standings and berths in Europe are modest. Atletico Madrid has the most of the rest at €341 million, while Sevilla, Villarreal, Athletic Bilbao, and Real Sociedad manage budgets between €125 and €200 million. The two teams with the toughest budgets for the season are Elche and Girona, with combined totals of about €42 million. When you consider the financial discrepancy between the 20 clubs in the Spanish top flight, it's not surprised that Barcelona and Real Madrid's domination over La Liga has been hard to overcome in the past. Barca, who this summer added players like Robert Lewandowski, Raphinha, Franck Kessié, Jules Koundé, and Hector Bellerin as well as the ex-Chelsea combo of Marcos Alonso and Andreas Christensen, will undoubtedly welcome the newcomers. By bringing on Philippe Coutinho permanently and adding players like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Miralem Pjanic, Martin Braithwaite, and Dani Alves, to name a few, they were able to somewhat offset the expenditures associated with those additions. In order to aid the club's finances, Barca executives have also been aggressive in renegotiating contracts with current players, forcing them to accept large wage cuts. Gerard Piqué, a defender who already had more than €30 million in earnings deferred, is one of those who has agreed to lower his pay for a second time. Also signed to a new deal with fewer terms was Ousmane Dembélé. In the midst of increased transfer rumors linking him to Manchester United and Chelsea over the summer, Frenkie de Jong resisted Barca's attempts to accept a reduced pay offer, despite facing criticism from fans. Prior to his departure, the aforementioned Braithwaite endured similar treatment from his own followers. Atletico Madrid has been busy counting pennies and making shrewd additions while continuing to take advantage of a loan agreement with Barcelona, while Real Madrid has also been spending lavishly this summer. In order to avoid having to pay Barcelona the €50 million transfer fee owed if the striker plays more frequently as per the terms of the deal, Atleti has resigned Antoine Griezmann back on loan for the current campaign. Lower down the food chain, Sevilla were unable to turn down Barcelona's offer of €55 million for star defender Koundé, while Johan Mojica, the biggest acquisition for cash-strapped Villarreal, only cost around €5 million. La Liga instituted the salary ceiling several years ago in an effort to ensure that all teams are managed prudently in order to avoid accruing significant debt. The figures are computed by subtracting squad member costs, such as salaries, bonuses, etc., from the overall revenue for the season. However, it appears like Barcelona is back to business as usual after a few years in the financial wilderness. Additionally, Barcelona manager Xavi leaves Kylian Mbappé off his list of the top 3 strikers in the world. Xavi Hernandez, the manager of Barcelona, passed over PSG phenom Kylian Mbappé when discussing the 3 top strikers in the world of football. Xavi Hernandez, the manager of Barcelona, believes that Kylian Mbappé is inferior to Robert Lewandowski, Karim Benzema, and Erling Haaland as strikers. Following the opening round of Champions League group stage matches, the Spanish coach has ignored Mbappé as Europe's best players display their talents on the biggest stage. On Tuesday, Mbappé scored both goals for Paris Saint-Germain as they edged a 2-1 victory over Juventus, while Benzema limped off early during Real Madrid's hard-fought 3-0 victory away to Celtic. Lewandowski scored a hat-trick for Xavi's Barcelona against Victoria Pilsen at home on Wednesday, while Haaland scored twice for Manchester City in a 4-0 rout of Sevilla. Xavi named the prolific Pole one of the top 3 scorers on the planet after praising his outstanding performance in the 5-1 thrashing. "It's everything he does and everything he provides," Lewandowski's management made the following statement. "Along with scoring goals, he also motivates his teammates, knows when to apply pressure, offers us numerous options for attack, and communicates effectively. The top? He, Benzema, and Haaland are present." Benzema led Real Madrid to Champions League victory in May with a stellar 15 goals in the campaign, including 2 incredible hat-tricks in back-to-back games. He is the favorite to win this year's Ballon d'Or. But because of a persistent knee problem, the Frenchman might not play against RB Leipzig the following week. Haaland, like Mbappé, is healthy and on fire. The two players, who are 22 and 23 respectively, are starting to be compared in a conversation similar to that between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Thierry Henry said that Mbappé, a fellow Frenchman, is the better player after they both scored twice in midweek. Do you concur with Xavi's selections? Comment below with your top 3 choices. He is a fantastic player, and they can win the Champions League from last year with him. If he had been the recipient of those squandered opportunities against Real Madrid, they would have been intent on scoring 1 or 2 goals. Right now, Mbappé still has my support. Danny Murphy, a former midfielder for Liverpool, supports Henry's position and made his argument on TalkSport in the wake of Mbappe's spectacular performance against Juventus. "Talk about another superstar, Mbappé. To watch that man, I would pay money," as Murphy said. "Talk about another superstar, Mbappé. To watch that man, I would pay money." By clicking the subscribe and like buttons and spreading the word to your closest friends, you can help this channel. Many thanks.